Hi everyone, it's Amber and welcome back. The video before this, I show you how to activate your palm chakras so that you can feel energy. All right, now people always say, well, I've activated them, I can feel it, I don't know what to do with it. So I'm going to teach you part two. First, you have to learn something that holds a lot of energy. And after you get down your meanings, then you can incorporate them together. So I know that sounded really confusing, but it's not. All right. So if you have, and I highly recommend, this is my psychic development book. I went to the dollar store, grabbed a book, and all of my stuff that I have, I've gone through, like any little thing, any big thing that has to do with my psychic development, I write it down. So this is an activity that you are definitely going to need a journal for, or a pen and paper, and to take notes. All right. So what I'm going to teach you today is how to incorporate color into your energy practice. Right. Everybody has the power to do energy healing. Everybody has the power. And the way that I'm going to show you today is how to feel the energy and also how to open up your third eye so that you can see the flow. Stick with me, okay? All right, so the first thing that we have to do and that we're going to work with is colors, because they are imperative to energy healing. Colors have a lot of energy. It's like the fastest speed white colors, okay? So we're going to work with the energy of colors. So get your notebook ready, and if you have to pause the video after I say a color, pause the video, and I want you to write down everything that you think of and feel of pertaining to that color. All right? So always pause it. I forgot something else. And then after we go through this, I'm going to show you how to incorporate it. I'm going to give you my list of what I feel is my go-to for each color, and it doesn't have to be the same as your list. It can be different, okay? So it's a very personal thing. When I try to teach my courses, it's not what works for me, which a lot of people teach, what works for the teacher. That's not what I'm about, okay? Because you guys are different than me. So I'm going to give you the basics of doing all these exercises, and then you critique it to your own. So that way, everybody has a different personal take on things. So just because my color isn't the same as your color, it may be different, that's fine. Write down what works for you. Okay. So let's go over the colors first, and then I'm going to show you how to incorporate it into energy healing. The first color is red. Think about the color red. Close your eyes, visualize the color red, feel the color red, okay? And I want you to write down the words that come into your mind, that come into your heart, that remind you of the color red. What does that mean to you? If you want to, pause the movie right now, and then come back after you're done your list, or you can listen to me talk. So red for me is circulation. It's also power. It's strength, it's blood, it's healing, right? If you want to, if you're in the underactive side of things, it's very healing. There's a lot of businesses that use the color red in their marketing, such as Target. Target has the red bullseye. Rite Aid has some red in it. Like, start looking around and noticing how red is used on a marketing level as well, because it is powerful. Okay, color red. Next is the color orange. And we're going up through your chakras, okay? So orange, when you feel the color orange, what comes into mind? For me, it's warmth, it's joy, and it's also creative. It has this beautiful creative flow to it. It's your sunsets, they're warm and inviting, okay? So for me, that's orange. Next color, yellow. Yellow is power, okay? It's a different kind of power. It's more like your higher power. It's your sun, it's energy. Let's see, I wrote down cheerful, confidence. Okay, for me, that's my yellow. Beautiful sunshine. All right, next is blue. So, sorry about that. Blue is calming and relaxing and tranquil. I also use blue on inflammation, and I'm going to tell you and show you how to use the colors in a minute, okay? So blue. After that one is indigo. It's kind of like that mixture of the purplish blue. Indigo for me, when I see indigo, I do think spiritual, but I also think very detoxing. So if there's something that needs to be detoxed or is detoxing and let go of, I see purple, this indigo. How about brown? Brown's a unique color. I used to like freak out when I saw brown in my aura. Like truly freak out. What is wrong with me? So brown is great for grounding. It's good for protection of animals. It's a very animal color because it's grounding. It's low to the ground, okay? And it also increases indecisiveness. So if you, in your solar plexus is yellow, and when you look at it, you see like this murky brownish yellow, then that's indecisiveness to me. Magenta. So magenta is awesome. Magenta is very beautiful. And I've seen it a lot lately, and I've been asking around, and I'm like, what does it mean? What does it mean? And I finally got my answer that for me, it's healing energy. It's from the angels. It's very healing and divine, okay? It's beautiful. So healing. Turquoise. What do you have for turquoise? What do you think of when you see turquoise? I think of ancient times, you know, like Indians. I know the Indians and turquoise always go hand in hand for me. So for me, it's rituals, it's old practices. That's my dog that just came into the room if you hear him. Angelic and spirit guides. It's also used to ease anger, and I will show you that in a minute. And the last color is pink. How does pink make you feel? Pink for me is very comforting. It's very soothing. It can also ease stress. So after you write down all of your colors and you write down the descriptions, I'm going to show you now and walk you through a technique to incorporate using colors with your hands. Okay, so your hands, and that's this month. This month, I want you to practice using your hands and the power that you have within yourself combined with color. All right, and next month I have something brand new for you, but this month this is what we're focusing on. So get your hand chakras all ready. Open and close. You can feel the energy. A lot of times, like if you put it against a wall, you can see the color. I don't know if you can see it in my computer. But what I want you to do is take your hands and go up to like a blank wall and stare at your aura, the aura of your hands, and then take your other hand. So while you're looking at it, take your other hand and bring it together, and you'll see this energy in between them both, okay? Stare at your hands. Watch. Stare at your hands for 30 seconds. Count to 30, and then look on the outside of your hand, and you will see this color. All right, after you see the color, your hand's on the wall, take your other hand and bring it in. Another technique you could use is just take your two hands and go up and look for the color in between it. What you're trying to do is have this color that shows up in between your hands, all right? And a lot of times, for me, I speak from my heart, and I have a lot of green around me. It's like this beautiful, vibrant green. So when you are doing this exercise and you're looking in between this air, this energy, and you start to see the color, I want you to close your eyes and do a visualization of your crown chakra open and add a color in, anything that you need, anything at all. Let's do pink. Let's do the magenta. And you bring it through your hands, and then look at your hands again and change the color in between your hands. Okay, Let's say you get frustrated with doing this, which is fine. The more you practice, the better you will get. I promise you. Promise you. Okay? So if you see nothing in between your hands and you're trying it and you're getting really frustrated, then stop. Another thing that you can do is go up to a plant. I thought I had a plant over here, but I moved it. Let's see. You can use your crystal. You can use a plant. And you're going to hold it in between your hands. And I want you to send energy to it. And you can send whatever color you want to send. Okay, so try a living plant. If you want to go up to your animal, right, and you and your animal are cuddling, open up your crown chakra, think of a color, it's coming through, coming down, going down through your arms, and you're sending your animal the vibration of that color. All right, so that's your assignment, to go around, make color, make things beautiful, send it to people, right? Holding around somebody's hand, send them that color. Whatever animal, plant, crystals, the ground, if you want to send the ground, go outside, feel it, but visualize the color coming through you. All right, and if you want to see it in your third eye, it's easiest to go up to a wall that's blank and really stare at your hand and then look like over in here and you'll see a color up here. Okay, so you're trying to either, if your third eye is so shut that you just can't get any color going through, that's fine. Visualize it, just sending it through your hand, okay? A lot of times when people say I'm not visual, which we all are visual. I don't care who you are. We are all visual. If somebody says, I need directions to so-and-so, how do you play it out in your head? Well, we get to this street and then you make a left and you turn it down here and you can visualize where you're going, right? So that you can see it. That's a form of visualization. When you're using color, you're going to do the same thing, except you want to visualize that color coming through you and out. And when people say, I'm really stuck with seeing a color, right, which sometimes I do, I get stuck. And I'm like, red. I can't visualize red right now. How am I going to do that? Okay, it takes time. It takes practice. So I would stare at something red for a while. I have a red jacket by my foot. I would stare at something red for a while, get that color really into my head, close my eyes and see it. And then after I see it, I would push it through my body and out through my hands. And visualize the color going back and forth. And the more you do this, the more you will really see your color. The more the color will pop up. The more you will go, wow, you know what? I am going to send magenta healing energy to this person or to this plant because the plant looks like it could use some love. Or my animal could use some love. Wherever you want to send color, look over your list, okay? Let's use blue, okay? Somebody has inflammation, right? They have really bad arthritis. Arthritis, close your eyes, concentrate. When I think of arthritis, I think of the color red because red is inflamed. I want to send them blue, okay? Because blue is very calming, relaxes, and lessens the tension. So I'm going to visualize this beautiful ocean blue. It's not an ocean anymore, it's a sea of blue. It's very calm. I'm going to take that color, open up my crown chakra. I'm thinking of the blue, it's coming down to my heart chakra, it's going through my arms and out through my hands. And I'm going to put my hand on top of the person or visualize it. They don't really have to be there. On top of the area that's inflamed, and I'm going to send blue healing energy through the arthritis. You can have so much fun with this. Okay, there's so many possibilities to using color and energy. So go back to the Facebook page. Let me know how you did, if you enjoyed this, and let me know how your progress is. Keep doing it. Keep it up. Keep doing it. And when you write down in your book where you are today and where you are next month, I am sure you will see progress as long as you continue to practice. All right, see you soon.